Hey guys, HSS Prime here. I'm back with a deck list video for a deck built for the standard format. And the deck is Tyrantrm EX Bronzong. If you don't know what Tyrantrm EX does, it's a promo for a fighting, 2 metals, and a colorless. Discard 3 energy to deal 190 damage, which pretty much one-shots everything you'll run into except for Mega Manectric. But Mega Manectric only has 210 HP, so a Muscle Band helps deal with that. And because it runs off metal and you're discarding metal energies, Bronzong recycles the energies. So that's the synergy there, pretty much. This deck reminds me a lot of Rayquaza Electric, almost for the same reason. Dragon-type EX, discarding 3 energies, one-shots just about anything, and Bronzong's basically a metal-type Dynamotor. So that's that. On the list, I have a couple of proxies in here, but start off with 2. Tyrantrm. The Rayquaza is just a Tyrantrm proxy. Tyrantrm's ability is basically a built-in shred, meaning it gets through stuff like Aegislash. It's weak to Fairy. Fairy's not a very popular type, and it's got a standard 180 HP. So that's pretty much that. You just want to kind of just stream Dragon Impacts and take all 6 of your prizes, preferably knocking out EXs, taking 2 prizes at a time. Next, so since this deck is built for standard, what this deck lost that kind of hurts a lot is Keldeo. Being able to rush in with a Float Stone and then Metal Links and then promote him again and attack. Well, it's a big deal. We have 2 Hydreigon EXs. What Hydreigon does, if there's a Stadium in play, your Dragon types get -2 retreat cost. Tyrantrm does have 3 retreat, so since these are able to stack, with 2 in play, you have to have a Stadium in play, so with 2 in play, he has free retreat. Its attack can abuse Double Dragon, it's Shred for 80 damage, and it's basically the same effect as Tyrantrm's ability, so he can come in as a handy attacker. Next, we got 3 Bronzor. You need Bronzor to evolve into the engine of the deck, Bronzong. Bronzong, already explained, take a metal energy from your discard pile attached to one of your bench Pokemon. It's got a 90 HP, which is really nice because you can level ball for it. And mainly it's just the engine of the deck, so you can string your attacks. To round off the Pokemon, we got 2 Shaman, just for draw power. And pretty much, you can use Sky Return if you want to Metal Links to it. And then, as a failsafe, 1 Bunnelby. I was playing 1 Bunnelby because you can run out of Double Dragons, and being able to just drop in Metal Links to it and then Rototiller into Double Dragons to take your last knockout or so can come in really, really clutch. Onto supporters. Here's where the proxies come in. I play 3 Sycamore. Junipers are just Sycamore because I only have 1 Sycamore. This card is, for some reason, just stupid hard to find. I'm probably just going to end up buying some because nobody wants to trade them. I play 2 Shauna. I know people like playing Birch's Observations, but it's a coin flip. Drawing 7 is nice, but I mean, just to say, just here you go, draw 5, no coin flip, nothing like that, is nice. Then we got 2 Lysander. Since you one-shot just about everything, being able to knock out whatever you choose is really nice. So 2 is a little bit better than 1 in that aspect. And then we got 1 Xerosic. You are a little slower, just a little bit, because you have to set up some stage 1s, get stuff discarded. It takes kind of a lot to get your setup going. So being able to discard one of their special energies, which special energies are mainly used to speed up getting attacks off, like, Double Colorless or Double Dragon. Being able to get rid of one and set them back a turn is nice. And Seism Third Guillotine will also be kind of big, and if you can stream this with VS Seekers, you can shut them down fast. Last supporter, one as. Your attackers have a fairy type weakness, which is not a very popular type. So it'd be hard to one-shot them. So being able to just pick them up and heal them, or reuse a shaman, or just get something out of the active that you don't want there. Like say you just switch into one Hydra Gun or something like that, and you don't have the other Hydra Gun, you can Meta Links as pick up the Hydra Gun and promote your Tyrantrm attack again. That's it for the supporters. Trainers, we got 4 Ultra Ball. That's pretty standard. Ultra Ball is Ultra Ball. Discarding metal energies and lowering your hand size to grab Shaman or just grab any Pokemon you need. 2 Level Ball. It searches for Bronzor and Bronzong. That's mainly why it's there. You don't really need more than 2 because you still have Ultra Ball, you still draw into them. Next, for VS Seeker. That's pretty standard. Being able to reuse supporters is amazing. And yeah. Then we have 3 Switch and 1 Escape Room. You want to be getting your Tyrantrms back to the bench, and sometimes you just can't really rely on just Hydra them to do that. You want to be able to retreat or switch and then put it back up. So you need to bring them back to the bench and then retreat back into them. So switch and escape rope make it a lot easier just to do that over and over again. The 1 escape rope is for those situational moments where you don't want to knock out within the active. You'd rather not say their bench is literally just like nothing but EXs, and they got something active that is not an EX. Or if it's Regice, getting a Regice out of the active and just knocking out like a Manectric is a big deal. Next, 3 Muscle Band. I'm pretty sure you can cut this to 2. Because you really only need it in the Manectric matchup. Otherwise, you're mainly one-shotting anything else. It does boost Hydra Gun's damage output, but you're not attacking with Hydra Gun that much. Then we got 2 Float Stones. You mainly want to attach those to Bronzong, because Bronzong has a 3 retreat cost, which becomes very troublesome, and you don't want to just waste your switches on them, I guess. Or if you start with, say you start with Hydra Gun and the other one's prized, it can be a pain just having him up there. It's just to help conserve switches. And then we got 2 Battle Compressor. Compressor is an amazing card, especially with VS Seeker, and especially in this deck since it relies on having discarded metal energies. Being able to search your deck and discard energies and a supporter if you need to is great and very versatile. I love this card a lot. Another card I really like, 2 Trainer Mail. Trainer Mail just helps you dig for specific trainers you need, which is very crucial. This card, I'm pretty sure, is just a staple at this point. This is such an amazing card. Then we got 1 Sacred Ash for if you need to Sycamore away Bronzongs early or something. It's to fall back on, kinda. Or if both your Tyrantrums get knocked out. 1 Professor Letter. Being able to search for metal energies to just Ultra Ball away is always really good. And since Hydra Gun needs a stadium for its ability to activate, and because this deck just requires so much sitting on the bench, whether it be Bronzongs, Hydra Guns, Shamans are down there. Play 3 Skyfield. Skyfield allows both players to play up to 8 onto their bench. If they do play a counter stadium, you can just discard your Shamans, and then your bench is going to basically look like 2 to 3 Bronzong and 2 Hydra Guns, and at that point you're in a really good position. Onto the energies. I only play 3 Double Dragon. 4 would be nice, but 3 is also just fine. You can Rototiller them if you run out. What I find always happening is I'll have a Tyrantrm with the dragon, and then I'll use his attack, where basically it'll look like this, So you have to discard the dragon, and then that you're left with 1 energy on him. So next turn, when you bring him back to the bench and you Metal Links to him, say Metal Links twice, that's what's ideal, and then you attach another double dragon, then you can just discard the metals for the attack, and you have the double dragon for next turn, plus you still have 1 left, assuming it's not prized. That's why I feel 3 is fine, and like I said, you can still Rototiller them in case you run out, in case it's prized. But since you're mainly wanting to one-shot EXs, the game's going to end pretty fast. And then I play 2 Fightings. It's searchable. I like it just because it's searchable with my Professor Letter. So it's just like, it's kind of cool being able to conserve having to use Double Dragon energy. When you can just use the fighting cost. And then I'll play 5 Metal Energy. You're constantly recycling. You search them with Battle Compressor. A 6th would be nice, but it's not absolutely needed. This deck, there is a lot of stuff to fit in here. So that's just the list that I'm working on right now. There are other options you can play in here. I did have an EX, but with such a small metal count, and Hex Maniac being really popular, I don't see EX being very strong in here especially. So other options I guess you could play Heatran or Registeel if you want Non-EX attackers, but at that point they're not really needed because you have Shred and Tyrantrum's ability. But I'm going to work on this more. I really like the deck. Rayquaza Electric was one of my favorite decks, so this is kind of fun, kind of nostalgic. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. HSS Prime. I'll see you guys later.